Let's go.
Hello. I just said hello to you. Didn't realise it was you.
Hello again.
So where it's got, it says Paranormal Pod, doesn't it?
I know that's our handle.
See, didn't know that. I do now.
I need to really change that because it doesn't really seem to work. Yeah.
Well, it does. I think that's got a good ring to it. Paranormal Pod. It's good.
But it's.
Did you?
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I thought actually because it wasn't. That's not the channel name. It's just the handle.
Yeah, pursuit of the pop, paranormal pop.
Could be. I must say I like the music on the intro. Just
thank you.
I do like that. That's a bit.
Yeah, then a lot of people. I'm just going to bring Nicole on. She's here. Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Hi.
You've met before, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. If not, you have now. Nicole, Greg, Nicole. Greg with a H, not without a H.
Yes, absolutely.
Greg with an H.
I keep spelling his surname wrong. It's
Tomlinson.
Thomlinson. But no, I've had that music for a while, and the video wasn't right for the intro and outro, so I had to adjust the video to then play the music. So that's how it goes.
No, I like
so
it.
thank you for coming on, both of you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's more than my pleasure. Just quickly, Abby cannot be with us. She's got a really bad migraine. She does apologise, as I said to you guys before. So it's just going to be the three of us, and we're doing about 60 minutes. Correct?
Yeah, because I'm going to Cornwall to do an investigation after this.
I'm doing an investigation after this as well.
I'm going to bed. That's it. Because we've got to do another one tomorrow. So it's just how it is. But it's all good. So since we last met, how is Boo going?
Really good.
It just started to take off, didn't it?
Yeah. So I can't even show you it. I'll show you it off air.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
A few people are saying, yeah. I won't show it just yet.
Right.
But
okay.
in the next couple weeks, you'll definitely see it next week, as will everybody.
Yes.
I'll show you it. I'll send you a picture of a video of it.
Ooh, exciting!
New thing. But yeah, no, it's going really cool. We're speaking next week at Spook and Spirits Fest.
Yes, we are. I think we all are.
We all are. Yeah. Twins are. We are. Me, you're there. I'm speaking.
Yeah, Ash is going.
Yeah, Ash is going, but he's not speaking, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
He's just going as a guest. Me and Sarah are talking about Boo. We've got a workshop. Yeah. And it's going to be super cool, which you'll like it. We're doing some Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say we're going to be doing a workshop with the Boo Core. That's all I'm going to say on it.
Yes.
But it's
excellent.
Cool.
Well, I'm going.
We're all side of the pond.
See, you need to get your passport and come over. I did for you lot, so it's your turn.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but
it's cold.
Yeah, I'm going to all the workshops. Well, I've signed up to go to them all. So, and I'm doing the investigation at the night.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I think it's just me. That's going to be fun.
It's going to be like a paranormal lockdown. They're going to lock you in.
Never to be seen again. Missing part of the missing 411, 401, 411.
411.
Yeah, 401's computer screen error, isn't it?
Well, that as well, maybe.
Not much different. So, you do Boo, what does Boo stand for?
Beyond Our Ordinary.
Yes.
And we make paranormal equipment. Yes. So tripwires, 1 second. Watch. Oh, you can't even see it because of the.
Tilt it.
Oh, right there.
Oh, there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you can't really see it.
Ooh, yes, it can now. So, what does that link to?
Nothing. So this is the Boo Core, the word generating device.
Got
watch.
Oh,
It's watch.
You know what? I get paid next weekend.
You can't really see it on this angle.
Yeah, I can just about see it.
So this was set up for when the girls went to the house, GTI house.
Yeah.
And it will generate a word based on EMF, certain movements. You'll find out more about this and the other device at Priest Cottage next week at the festival, because we're doing our talk based on. I can't even say it. She's Sarah's in the chat, but we want to keep it as a surprise because we've been working on a theory for a long time, and there we go.
Yeah.
So we'll come up with words. It's got 2,500.
Because you don't. Because when I met you when we was at Bosworth Hall, and you was explaining to me how it works, but it works different to how all the other stuff works. Can you explain it better than I ever can?
I can try. So it uses certain environmental triggers to generate a word out of a word bank. Yeah. But what ours does differently is that every time a word triggers, so fires up on the screen, as you can see, it glitches there, faded.
Yeah.
It then shuffles every single word. So the whole lot, it shuffles it. So the next trigger, it triggers a random word from that reshuffle. So it's essentially randomized twice. So, and I'll show you next week, and I think I showed you how it triggered. So it
you show me the
certain environmental movement
data. Yeah.
EMF. This one actually changes if there's a temperature spike or a temperature drop or an EMF spike, for example. It will trigger and it will go red if it goes hotter, blue if it's colder, and green if it's EMF. So you can see, you'll be able to see straight away which factor triggered it.
Yeah.
So I can tell you exactly how it triggers. I can tell you exactly how it works. But what I can't tell you is why that word comes up. And that's it. I can show you how it works. I can show you it connected to the map.
I think you did explain to me, and you told me not to say out, which is good because I forgot.
But so I know exactly how it works. We can show everybody how it works. But why that word comes out, I don't know. And on the workshop, as Sarah's put in the chat, there is a bit of an experiment that we're going to do.
Yes.
That will relate to words coming through and why words come through. So, yes, it's super good. So you've got like a tripwire. If you guys use tripwires, those EMF K2 meters, they will be like a cue. So that is a cue that something's happened. So something's changed in the environment. So you've got a cue, like the EMF changes, that gives you a cue. You've got the what, which is the so something's happened. So tripwire, something's gone through it. Sarah would explain it so much better than me. I get so confused by it all.
Sorry.
So you got the cues, the whys and the whats, but what we don't know is the why. And we're hoping to explain the why a little in the conference next week in the workshop, of which at that point we'll probably do a podcast and start talking about it a bit more. So we can, and why is it paranormal? The what, that's you can tell what's happened, knocks on the wall, but you don't know why things have happened. And that's the main thing. So you've got all the cues, you got the whats, but we're trying to understand the whys. Why are these things happening? Why does it happen? When it happens, to the person it happens, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the connection of literally what is going on.
Yeah, what is going on, why it's going on. And that's the key, it's why it's going on. So, yeah, we've been doing lots of that. We're doing loads of like talking. Me and Sarah, we talk a lot, obviously, but we talk a lot when we're driving up and down the country to see each other. Or in the evenings, we just sort of like, our brains go into overdrive, just talking about different theories. So we're hopefully trying to pin down this theory, and hopefully people will get it. So we've been doing that. Me and Ash done a talk at the Parachat UK not last weekend, the weekend before. That was awesome, up in Hull, where we talked about the parallels between paranormal investigations and UAP investigations. So why like the seance is similar to a C5 investigation. You're talking about you're calling out to things in the sky, you're getting in the zone, you're doing like a chant, a prayer, asking and inviting spirits or UFOs to show themselves, make themselves known, that kind of thing. So me and Ash talked about that. That was really cool. And played loads of videos about the history of the Estes method and history of EVPs, because I don't know if you know much about the history of the Estes method.
Nope.
So you're aware of the Estes method?
We've done it. Yeah.
So the Stanley Hotel where The Shining was filmed.
Yeah.
There was two guys. Well, there was about three of them actually. That two guys and a girl that they took a spirit box and they were doing paranormal investigations for the Stanley Hotel. So they were running nights and events. So they used to stay on afterwards and do their own investigations. They had a spirit box with the SB7. And what they decided to do one night was to put headphones on, first of all. They didn't put a blindfold on to begin with. And somebody just started saying the words rather than just listening to the like the Estes method is now. And it got an intelligent, direct response within seconds. Then they decided to put a blindfold on, and then it became the Estes method, because it's the Stanley Hotel's in Estes Park in Colorado. So they named it after the place. And it was only 9 years ago that they developed the method. So that was cool. And one of the first entities that they got through was a vampire from the planet Saturn. So there was a lot of and it's claimed that part of when they were building the spirit box and the SB7, that entities told the guy what and how to build it, said use radio and stuff like that. So it was actually aliens that told this guy how to build the SB7. And there's another one called the Frank's box, which is very much like the spirit box.
Yes.
And this guy Frank, he was also told by aliens to put certain microphones in and whatnot. So it's alien based rather than paranormal based. And the original EVP, the guy thought he was listening to aliens. There was trumpet noises coming through, and he thought it was the voices from the sky, basically, and aliens. Then shortly after, and he wrote a book on that. Kill me because I can't remember what it's called. It's like Voices from the Skies or something. Then on the spirit box, his mum's voice came through. So he wrote another book called Voices of the Dead, and then it became a paranormal thing. But the history of both of those devices was EVPs and Estes method was very integrated with alien entities. So
so another thing is, what if they're not a different thing? What if they're all in that same plane? They're all, because we don't know what or who we're communicating with. Use those boxes.
Exactly. We do not know.
Can I put a twist on that question? Because I was going to ask the same thing. So they're communicating with aliens, and then they're communicating with the dead. What if these aliens are the dead as well? What if it's the spirit of an alien
What if it's neither?
Because then it's, or what if it's both? What if it's everything? What if it's nothing?
Collective consciousness. If there's collective consciousness, wouldn't aliens be part of that collective consciousness?
Exactly.
I don't think it's species specific.
No. And that who's to say that it's any of those things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could be, like you mentioned, it could be your subconscious, for example. You're the person, it's part of you that's communicating.
Yeah. Because
so if you, I don't know, sorry. Go on.
No, it's right. Go on.
I was going to say,
I'll write it down.
What was I going to say now?
All right.
Say. No, it's cool. What was I going to say? I mean, I've lost my train of thought there.
You were saying about what if it's our consciousness that's making it happen?
So, yes. So I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, the one with Avi Loeb, and they talked about Free Eye Atlas, which I think we were going to talk about briefly. But he was saying, that put me onto another podcast, which was Weaponized. I don't know if you listen to Weaponized podcast, which is Jeremy Corbyn and George Knapp. I love it. Ash hates it. And we can't talk about it together. I'm like, did you listen to the episode? He's like, obviously not. But they were talking to Dr. James Lukatsky, who was part of ORSAP and ATIP and all that kind of stuff. And he believes that these entities, whatever they are, we've got nothing to fear from them because we're yet to realize what humans can really do.
Yeah.
So maybe our subconscious is our superpower, and we're going to be sort of find out exactly what our purpose is, and the fact that we might be actually a lot more sentient and intelligent than we thought we were.
Yeah. But I was just going to saying about being our subconsciousness. I don't know how true this is. A few people I've spoke to have said it is a thing, but when people have been doing Ouija boards and they've had a blindfold on, the planchette hasn't been going. It's just been going to random letters. It's not been spelling anything out correctly. It's only doing it. So then, is whatever it's doing using your eyes to see it? Because surely, if it's moving stuff around your house and outside and causing all this banging, all that, like the poltergeist stuff, surely it doesn't need to use your eyes to spell words.
Okay, my thought would be 99 out of 100 times the Ouija board is people moving it. You're subconsciously, because when it goes to a letter, you're subconsciously thinking, okay, what's the next letter? All right, if it's an F, an L makes sense maybe, but you wouldn't.
Or a vowel. Yeah. So you've got that basic understanding of, I suppose your subconsciousness has got a better understanding of how to spell. It's like, have you seen them memes? Doesn't matter, the first letter and the last letter are in the correct place, the rest of the letters are all mixed up, yet you can still read it. So it's kind of, you don't know how you're doing it, but because your brain just works it out, and as long as you're literate, you can do it. So my guess is, like what Nicole just said, it is probably you that are doing, not on purpose, you're not doing it to mess about or anything like that, but you don't realize that you're actually doing it.
But is that a way to channel, whatever psychic abilities you have, in the back of your head what you're supposed to be spelling? Or is it just like you want something, a word that makes sense to appear, so you push it?
Yeah, it's because it's called the idiomotor effect as well, isn't it? But I've never had anything on a Ouija board. Never had one where it's even been moving. Couple of things. But the guys that we're friends with, Paranormal Inc., they were saying that they'd done a blindfolded sort of Ouija board, and they had a large planchette on wheels, and they actually had some movement either way, but they done it as a yes or no rather than moving round. So it was kind of
they
didn't know where yes or no was. That was the thing. So
right. See, I do it. I use a chart and a pendulum, and then that way. So I'm resting my elbow, and I've got my wrist bent,
Salt Bay.
Yeah, so I'm like that. So my arm's fixed, so I can't. If I move it, I've got to move my whole arm. And I do a lot of the time. I do it with my eyes shut, and it'll go. So when I feel it stopping and just swinging in one point, I'll open my eyes and look, and I'll spell it out. And I've even done maths with it, like when it was like one of the what they call guardians, your spirit guides, and this was BC when they were born, and it's like, and then they were saying like the year they were born and how old they were. And I couldn't work that out backwards. It was an odd number, so there's no way I was doing that. Yet I worked out on a calculator like 10 minutes after it'd finished, and it was bang on. I could not have done that, not even subconsciously. I could have worked that somehow without having to write it down. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's something going on. But if it, like you two were just saying, if it is a shared consciousness, surely we can access it now before we've passed, but we just don't know how we're tuning into it.
Yeah, I reckon you might be right. 1 second, I just got a...
Yeah. I just got your message then.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 sec.
See you in a sec. He's just going letting Sarah in.
I gotcha. I don't know. The thing with all this stuff that we do, really, it's you have no idea what you're doing.
No, I know. Because we're just guessing.
Yeah, you're guessing, and you know that something's happening. You don't know what it is. You don't know why it is. Like, why do ghosts mess with electromagnetic fields?
Yeah. But it's like that with Bruno the other night. It's not happened since. He's still a little shit, and he barks at the slightest little noise, but he's not sat and stared. We've gone into different rooms with him, and you're like done a bit of an experiment, and it's fine. So I don't know what that was about. There's nothing in the photos. It's just he did what he did, and I got Kojo's, and that was it. But it's like I'm going to this place next weekend with Greg, Sarah, Emma, and everyone else that's going, and I'm going to be doing the investigation. I'm like, shit, what if there's only me staying over, and I'm in this haunted cottage all night on my own? But very rarely, I get stuff going on, but not stuff that freaks me out.
Well, you might not be able to say that anymore.
I'm not wishing for anything, because obviously careful what you wish for. But I'm not going to hold my breath on it. Sorry, I'm just everyone's name's changed in the chat. YouTube has messed it up. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's Fire Spirit. That's Wayne. Okay. Yeah. So I know a couple of the names, not many. Yeah, so it's like I've had stuff happen, but I've never been. The only time I felt something bad was going to happen when I felt like I was pinned down in that chair at my mate's house, and I'm screaming, and he can't hear. Well, I'm screaming, I was shouting, and he couldn't hear me, and he's only like 10, 15 foot away. So that didn't make any sense. Out and about, you feel like you're being watched, which is different than being indoors. So I'll just have to see. But I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna plug it into a power bank. I'm gonna plug it straight into a plug, so it's on. I'm just gonna leave it recording through the night, and then I'll have the fun of sitting there and looking at 8 hours of footage and audio to see if it picks anything up.
Yeah, but I mean, at least, even if you don't watch all the footage, at least you know if something happened and you can go back and review. Like, if you're there and you have an experience, you can go back and you have it documented, even if you don't watch the whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm just going to set it up on the tripod, plug it straight into the mains. It's got 256 gig memory card. There's 23 hours of recording in full 4K. So
I'm just going to pop Grandizer's question up real quick. Nicole, what area will you be investigating again? Have you been there before? Will you go live on your channel when you're there for a little while? So we're going to be at Carnwath Farms. We have investigated there before. We did a public event, and it was really interesting. But with a public event, there's only, so much you can do because you have to entertain people. So you can't really sit there and do 2 hours of EVP work because people will get very bored. So we're going to kind of do a really in-depth investigation.
Cool.
And I may go live for a little bit on Instagram.
Yes. So we'll see. Share it, and I'll share it out. What else was I going to say to you? I had a question for you, Greg. So that was it. So what have you and Ash got anything coming up in the new year?
In the new year we have, yeah. So we will be going to 30 East Drive.
Yeah.
But that's, I don't know when that is. January, I think. Yeah. End of January, I think. Yeah.
What do you think in that place? I know the girls have been, and they've had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? Because it gets a lot of mixed reactions.
I've been before. I think it's who you go with.
Yeah.
I went on a public investigation, and there were some most haunted fans. I'll say that. Who didn't know that most haunted was fake. So we all had a bit of a discussion.
Can't say that. Who'd have known?
Back in the day. That's what I say. But it was we had a few weird things happen. But I keep an open mind. I've seen what happens when the girls have been. So
no, it's just good. I know the girls.
They've had some great stuff happen there. I think we will. It'd be an interesting night. There's only a few of us going. I do think a lot of venues, it is who you're with can have an impact on what happens during that night.
Well, my cousin went, just quickly, she went, got a small group. She's from Newton Willows, Merseyside. And they went, it was either just before or just after the girls went, and they got literally nothing. And they said they could hear the woman next door, like banging on the wall and just making noises and what have you. And it's like,
I just don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I went on a public investigation. Some strange things happened, but
I'm just very reluctant to pay that amount of money when you're not getting a full score. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're not guaranteed wherever you go.
No.
Activity. You can go to the most active location. Go to really active locations, and we get nothing sometimes. The next time we go, we get a ton of stuff.
That's it. They spirits don't necessarily perform on demand.
They should do for the money. They're getting paid, aren't they?
It's like, I'm raising money for your home, spirits. Can you give me a little something to work with here?
Yeah.
You imagine though, after about 400 nights on the trot of somebody at 30 East Drive, and these spirits are going, for fuck's sake, not again.
Yeah, I just want to go on holiday.
It's always the same questions too. We try to ask different questions because you always get, what's your name? How old are you? Did you have any, like, you always get the same questions. We ask them like weird stuff, like, what's your favorite pie?
Yeah. Why not mix it up? Have a bit of fun with it. I think that's definitely the key. I'm interested. I'm fascinated by the place because it's one of those iconic locations.
Yeah.
So we will see. But apart from that, nothing.
Yeah, I think about it in terms of like, you know, people coming on the podcast and stuff. So you go on podcasts and everybody asks you, how did you get started? What's your favorite location? It's always the same questions and we get bored of it. So I'm sure they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's why we ask weird questions, Andy.
Yeah, of course we do. So here's one. I'll throw you in it now. What is your preferred subject in the paranormal? Ghost hunting, hate that term, but ghost hunting or ufology? If you had to pick one.
Both.
No, you can't sit on the fence. You've got to pick. If you had to choose one and stick with it for the rest of your life, which one would you go for?
It would probably be the paranormal, ghost hunting.
Really?
Got lots of theories. I'll tease a little bit. So we're this experiment that we're doing. We're trying to understand if there's a connection between a person, a location, and an object.
Yeah.
And what happens if all three have a connection? Or if only two of those things have a connection, or one of them.
So have you tried? So have you tried planting something at location? So a specific person taking a specific object and tried that like a controlled experiment?
So I always take, or up till recently, since I moved, I would take a photo of my dad as a child on investigations, because he passed away 34 years ago now, 35 coming up this year. So I've always tried to take something with me to see if there's a connection.
Yeah.
To the place, so see if he can come through in a location.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much because I'll get slapped in a second.
Just pull it in and tell us without telling us.
But what what if the location matters?
Yeah.
So I've got the object, but say the photo.
Yeah.
But the photo has got no connection to the location. So why would my dad come through in a location that he's never been to and has no
that will make sense.
And I think that's probably about as much as I can say till the workshop. But we're doing an experiment around locations, objects, and people. Right.
So if you say you had a photograph of a specific person that's passed, and you can see the location in the photograph behind them, you can work out where, and you still have access to go to that place. Have you tried that? Is that what? I don't want you to give anything away, but
but we will be before next weekend.
Ooh, interesting. It is. Telling us without telling us.
It sounds a bit.
No, I get it.
Clickbaity, but we've got a theory in place around people, location, and objects, and the workshop is about that. And we're going to try and prove or disprove that theory. But in the meantime, we're going to try and tick a few of these boxes around objects, places.
Well, it's process of elimination, isn't it, really? And then what works, what doesn't work.
So that hopefully we're going to be able to prove it. And with the Boo Core as well, because we get such good results from the Boo Core tied to a location. Like Priest Cottage, we had the word apple come through over and over on the device. We're fortunate enough, when me and Ash went, we just had the whole place to ourselves, that Sarah is obviously watching the live, and she's got access to the internet and everything like that. So if we get words coming through, we've got people in the chat, and like Sarah, for example, who can text me and say, this is what the word means, or this is the relevance to that place. So we get like a real-time Google help from Sarah to the mobile. And we had the word apple come through at Priest Cottage, come over and over. My Estes method, it came through on the Bucor. It kept coming through all the time. And it turns out that apples is a term that was used for children, as a word for children. And it was like a priest's cottage. And all sorts of things happen. But that came up all night, came up over and over. And that was on the Bucor. We've had a particular person pick up the Bucor device, and his son's name instantly came through on it.
Wow.
Like, and I wouldn't have known what his son's name was, but he picked up the device and literally it said his son's name at our table at Lost Souls Paracon. So it was in public. There's no way to influence, so we can't influence the word. Like I said to you, I don't know why that particular word comes through. We've got our theories now, but why that word comes through when it does. Yeah.
It's very similar to what Ron and Lardez do with the digital seance, but a different method of doing it. It's all this is just so fascinating. And when you see it,
that's why the paranormal side is probably the one I'd stick with, because there's so many people have a paranormal experience. Like you could say to somebody, oh, do you like paranormal? And they're like, oh no, it frightens me, I couldn't do anything like that. But then you go, you sure? And they go, well, actually, my granddad used to see things, or my nan used to be a medium. So everybody's got something. I grew up in a house that was haunted.
Everybody's got their ghost story.
Everyone's got a paranormal experience.
So were you saying using the boo stuff for paranormal? Could, if I'm digging too deep, just tell me to shut up. Could it be used?
I've got
the hand slap around the back of the head waiting.
That's all you're going to see. You're not going to see, or you're just going to see the hand.
Yeah, his head go forward. So could this be used for
like 3 times if you need help?
Yeah. So could this be used for so say I was to do CE5.
Yes.
Yeah. Could it be used for that?
There's no reason why not.
Is it sounds stupid, but is it designed for that as well?
It's not designed for anything, really.
You can't design something when you don't know what you're designing it for.
No. Yeah, but you can.
So we've designed. So Andy's just asked if the.
Hello, Sarah.
So Andy has just asked if the Bucor could be used on C5 experiments. I said, yeah, no reason not to.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, we don't know what it's connecting.
Have you not tried it?
No, we haven't.
Not yet. Should we try it next weekend?
Yeah, let me take you off the AirPods.
Yeah, that's fine. Should we try it next weekend then?
I don't know where
how it goes.
Wait there 1 second.
Maybe we can call him now. Call him names. Call him.
Speaker. There we go. Right.
You hear me?
No, still can't.
You have to go in settings.
1 second. Sorry, technology is not my strong point.
Welcome to this
that point in my life.
Alienate tech support.
Audio.
Yeah. It's all right. I've got you in my ear, but it's a bit delayed.
It's fine. Well, we can wait. Nothing. You might have to redo it on your settings. No?
You can't actually hear anything you're saying right now, but I can.
Oh.
So we can talk about it with Sarah.
Yeah. So how's Sarah?
I can't hear anything.
What have you been up to? The joys.
Oh, it's a bit delayed.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes. Sorry, I was just reading something that Nicole put in the chat. I've just seen it now. So, would we have time to try it next weekend?
Now? Oh,
no, next weekend.
Yeah.
Could I have a blast of doing a CE5 on it?
Well, don't see why not.
Yeah.
I don't know how we do it, but
get abducted. If I get abducted, you know, you two are responsible for everything.
Obviously.
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
But yeah, we can.
What? Right.
We've got things we're going to do with it, aren't we? Next week. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see
what
comes of it. But yeah.
What happens?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
We should have done it at Bosworth Hall.
Yeah, but you kind of just getting into it, and we all keep getting split up and like doing them like seminar type things. I don't know what you call them, but there's all different things going on. Right, got a couple of questions for you. First one is from Darren, Baby with a Laser, and he wants to know: would that be the same with the Skulls experiment, aliens?
That's what we were talking about. Yes.
Because, like I said before, it's very similar way of doing stuff, but different. Not so much different styles. It's just a different approach. Like coming at it from a different angle.
We don't know that any of these things we're communicating with, like Nicole said, where are they spirits? Are they aliens? Whatever. We spoke to a demonologist called Nathaniel Gillis.
Oh yes, yes, I know him very well. Yeah.
And we had a conversation with him, and he was saying that fallen angels and demons are grey aliens.
Yes.
Well, he believed that. So
who
knows what any of it is? To be fair,
what if we're all just being? Go on.
I was going to say we had his name came through on the Estes method at Cannock Chase. Me and Ash, first time me and Ash met.
Right,
Ash was the receiver.
So I was just going to say the only EVP I've ever got on doing a live stream was with Nathaniel.
Oh wow!
So
that's odd.
Yeah, very odd.
And his name came through on Estes method to Ash.
Yep.
The word Nathaniel, and Ash was like, it said like Nathaniel, and obviously Ash was thinking it was Nathaniel Gillis that we were talking about.
Oh yes,
and he said,
yes,
that's not him. I'm not me. And it was a different. And that's the words that came through to Ash.
Yes, I remember you saying. You remember you telling me now. Yeah.
So it was very weird. How odd that we'd experiences.
Well, I had a question. It was from Rick Allen, and the question was: do you believe it is other life forms in other places around the universe? You don't hear it at the time. It was Jason Pritchard, the one of the lads that comes in the chat. He pointed it out and tagged it and all that. And as I asked him that, you hear it, and it worked out what channel it come through. It come through my microphone, and it went. It sounded like it said, "You know," but it went, "You know."
Wow, that's cool.
And I've saved that clip, and it's like it's just. So I don't know if it's saying I know or he knows or like we both know, but it definitely says you know.
That's mad.
Mm-hmm. That is. So yeah, very, very strange. I did have it on here. I can play it for you if you want to listen to it.
Go on then.
Yeah. Give me a minute. Do you want to ask the next question, Nicole, while I load this clip up?
So the
Is that
next
right?
one from Grandizer. Greg, greetings. Of all the tech used in the paranormal investigations, which one tech needs the biggest upgrade and why?
Which one tech needs the biggest upgrade and why? Interesting. I don't know. The problem is it's so scientific but unscientific at the same time, the paranormal. I think where I know me and Sarah are both experienced good things with the word bank generators and the word generators. And now we understand how they work, not necessarily how the word comes through, but how they work. I think people need to look at those in a bit more detail, because if you can get the word through that says your mum's name or your dad's name or relative's name specifically when you're asking questions, or you're in a place where you can get that on a device in an investigation, what's more powerful to you than a specific word? A door knocking or a wall knocking, that's all good, and you could say it's intelligent contact communication, but I think there's nothing more powerful than a word coming through that's contextually specific to you. I think that's the good thing about the paranormal. Go back to the question, all the tech's valid. I don't think one in particular needs an upgrade. It's just whichever one seems to work the best for you. Some people swear by cat balls. Some people swear by K2 meters. Some people swear by tripwires, for example. They're a recent thing, and we make tripwires as well. We've changed it from infrared. Everybody's got infrared lasers. We've got UV as well. We do one in UV.
Oh,
the other end of the light spectrum. Because why does a spirit have to cut through a laser beam an infrared wavelength? Why not a UV wavelength? The other end of the spectrum. So we've been trying to do things differently. Hence why we've now moved towards these word generators, because we feel that we've got such amazing results from it that defy an explanation. It really, I cannot explain to you how some of the words have come through. Like Sarah's name's come through, and then the following word was Emma. And the chances of two words coming through out of 2,000 words, one after the other, 2,000 times 2,000, because it reshuffles every time. So there's no reason. Like you can get the same word twice. There's nothing that stops that randomness. But if you think, for example, you've got a set of cards, 52 cards, and bear with me on this, you've got 52 cards to deal every possible combination of hands for a poker game, 5-card poker, like Texas Hold'em, for example. There's been billions and billions of hands been played, and not all the possible combinations have been made. It's something like all the atoms in the universe or something like that is on par with how many different combinations there are of 5-card poker hands. And it's still, and that's only 52 cards. We got 2,000, over 2,000 words on ours. We had over 100,000 words at one point, but it just was, there was some odd stuff coming through. So we've trimmed it down. So the chances of words coming through are 1 in 2,000, for example. But the chance of a word coming through that is contextually resonates with you is completely different. That's like 1 in a million, for example. Why does it say that name or that word to you at that time where you are? And that's what we're developing, is why that happens. I hope that was an all right answer to that upgrade tech question. It's a bit.
Right, I've just looked it up. There is 0.05% chance of the same word coming up twice.
Okay. 0.05%.
Yeah. That's 0.05 of 1%. So
very small.
Yeah. So it shouldn't come up twice.
Shouldn't come up twice.
No.
It does come up twice. Words do come up twice, but that's the randomness of the device. So for it to come up with a name that's specific to you or a word that's specific to you, that's almost immeasurable, because it can mean something to Sarah, it means something to you guys. It might not mean anything to me.
Right. So you ready for this? So on a Ouija board, this is ChatGPT. I just put about a word. It goes, can you tell me the full specifics? Is it a Ouija board, spirit box, blah, blah, blah. It knows who I am. So 26 options on a Ouija board. It's so the spelling of a 5-letter word randomly is 1 in 11,881,376. So I reckon it's going to be a lot higher than that. So, yeah. I wouldn't like to put any money on it, put it that way.
That's mad.
Wow.
And it's when you look at numbers like that you go, well, actually, at what point is this coincidence not coincidence?
Don't believe in them anymore. But not in a bad way. It's meant to happen. It's synchronous. Coincidence is synchronicity. No, definitely not.
I don't agree. Things happen for a reason.
100%. But like you with that last question about the equipment and what have you, so I'm just keeping me on the time as well. I swear on dowsing rods, but look at what we was doing at Bosworth Hall, and they were doing fucking nothing. They weren't. They did a little bit, but when you went and stood behind the glass door and was trying to get them to do it, it just wasn't doing what you was asking.
Yeah.
So it proves that they don't always work. Nothing is 100%.
I forgot about that. We did do like scientific experiments.
We found that room, didn't we?
Yeah,
we found loads of rooms.
We got a secret podcast that hasn't come out yet.
I know. Yeah. We'd had a couple, so I'm not sure what I said. It'll be fine. We'll soon find out.
Be on a banned list.
Right. Yeah, we need to put that out. It was good. The effort that we put into that.
We did. Hiding to record it.
Yes. And then that woman and that kid. Yeah, a woman and the kid turned up, and it's just well weird. And right, do you want to do the next one?
Yeah, so this is from Midwest Night Washers. Do you think there are certain scents that attract spirits, lighting a certain candle or smoking cherry pipe tobacco?
I don't know. It's not something that I've had smells come through, like tobacco smoke, on an investigation, but I don't know. I've not tried doing it the other way.
No.
Interesting. Yeah. But smell is a good reminder of things. You can remember certain places and times you've been when you smell certain things. You go, oh, that reminds me when I was on the beach.
Yeah. Well, I remember listening or reading about a year ago now that smell is the quickest thing to trigger a memory. So as soon as you smell something, it takes you straight back to that point. Don't know if it was the earliest or the most recent memory of what that smell was.
Yeah.
And it's just it's instantaneous.
I can smell when a smoke machine goes off. It takes me back to some rave in the 90s.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Certain smells do certain things to certain people for definite.
But have you ever tried to create? No, I don't mean farting. But have you ever tried to create a smell? So, like in your mind, trying to remember what a smell is and actually get it. I've done it a couple of times. I don't know how I've done it. I can't do it every time. But like my mum's house or one of my mates' houses that you was talking about with growing up. You know, people that you like nostalgic stuff. My grands or my granddad's, all that kind of stuff. And I know the smell, and sometimes it can get it just a little tiny bit, but then it's gone again straight away.
No, not try. I know what you mean. I can remember what the smell.
You can remember the smell.
Like.
It's what, yeah.
But I know what you're saying. But I can, if somebody said to you, you know what the smell of a smoke machine at a nightclub?
Yeah, I've got it straight away. Yeah,
you'd know.
It's there.
But I can't smell it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but you get it though, don't you? You get it straight away.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's like someone put like you smell gas, hillbilly herb. You know what the smell of gas is like. Well, my van was leaking, and joke, it's got fridges in it. So I don't know how dangerous this is, but I've been breathing in oxygen for about an hour. Not oxygen, nitrogen, because the fridges are filled with nitrogen.
Isn't the earth 80%? The air's 80% nitrogen.
You breathe in so much nitrogen anyway, and breathe it back out. So yeah, there's more nitrogen than oxygen, but it fucking stunk and all that. But anyway, I didn't die, so it's all good. Right, I've got 2 more questions for you.
Next one. This one's from Shelly. Question: anything about spirits really active on certain days of the week? Like it's every Friday for me.
I haven't thought about that. Maybe spirits of like churchgoers that might be more active on a Sunday, maybe, I suppose. Or I suppose certain locations, if they had heavier traffic on a certain day, maybe. But again, not something that I've even thought about. And that troubles me that I've not thought about that really, but
yeah,
good question.
Well, the thing is with that though, I think a lot of the people that we see when we're out and about, they kind of look like NPCs, NPCs. What if they're spirits? What if they're ghosts? And that's why they're not interacting. They might look like full physical human, but they're not. I don't know.
You've been breathing too much nitrogen today.
No, but it's like, because I've seen people and they're not with what's going on. You can clearly see they're not connected to reality. So maybe maybe they're spirits or aliens or something. I don't know. No idea. Right. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there. So it sounded even more weird than I already did. Right. Last question, because we're going to be ending this soon. This is from Grandizer12. Actually got his name right this week. He's asking, Greg, is there a belief you had in this genre before you started that has changed? Yes. Some belief that you truly believe without a doubt that can be used as definite evidence to others.
So I got into this watching a program about poltergeists. Poltergeists have always fascinated me. And I believe that poltergeists were some malevolent spirit, some angry ghost, a noisy ghost, which is what poltergeist means. But since getting into the subject matter deeper and doing podcasts and researching it, I believe that the poltergeist activity is potentially a manifestation of an emotion of a person. A person triggers their emotion and that manifests itself out as activity. So it's not necessarily an entity, a spirit, but it's energy from a particular person, usually when they've been going through traumatic times or have had traumatic issues or problems in their life. And you look at any of the cases, the main cases, they've all been surrounded by somebody who's had either grief, broken family, that kind of thing. Yeah,
something major going on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I still believe in poltergeists, but what they are, that's shifted.
Yeah, see, I thought that because we spoke about this, because you did your talk on that at Bosworth, didn't you? But we spoke about it in private-ish. Because I've said for ages now, and I said to you, I don't believe that poltergeist is a spirit or a demon or anything like that. I don't think, because if it's good, it's not just going to go around banging cupboards and making noises and this, that, and the other. It's going to do, if it's evil, it's going to do a lot more than that. I can walk around banging cupboards. You know what I mean? Just in a bit of a mood. I don't, but I might do it in Tesco. It's different. but you know what I mean, though? If it's a demon, it's going to tear your arms and legs off and start beating you with them, stuff like that. But like you said, it's that emotion gets, for me, it gets changed into an energy, and that energy has to go somewhere. So if that energy, say it's trapped in that room or that house or that building or whatever the location is, then it could be like everything's a frequency, everything's a vibration. So what if it is, it's just the frequency and the vibration of it just moving about, and it's causing them noises to happen. Like the way wind or hurricane, tornado does.
Yeah.
But in a building. So,
agree.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
Well said.
Yeah, thank you. I'll go to bed now. I'm going to see you later.
And off to investigations.
Yes. No, that was good. Really enjoyed it. But have you anything else to add before we do wrap this up?
Check out Beyond Our Ordinary across social media.
Yeah. And you're always on TikTok. I mean, every time I go on TikTok, see if yours or Ashley's face or the girls. There's never, ever anyone else on there. It's just you three, you four, sorry.
That's how it should be. And if you check out Beyond Our Ordinary on TikTok, you'll see me doing something.
Yes, I did see that. But I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say anything else because you'll kill me. But I put you in the calendar as Greg Van Dam.
Greg Van Dam.
Yeah, you know why, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm shutting up now.
All right.
So thank you everyone for joining us. You can watch this back. You can listen on Apple, Spotify, even Audible. It's in portrait mode and landscape mode, so that's where it's going out as two separate streams. So if you're watching on a device or TV or monitor, you can choose between the two. Plus we get double viewing, so that's pretty good. And it is actually working, that, so I'm going to keep doing it. So if you two can hold on for 2 minutes, just we'll wrap it up because I just want to have a quick chat with you about something, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone. All Christmas Krampus pictures have now been received. We are going to be recording the Christmas special tomorrow, which I'm going to put out on Christmas Eve around 8 p.m. UK time, so that'll be 3 p.m. EST. We are back next Wednesday with Maxim Farek. He's going to be talking about his new book as well as other stuff that he's got going on. And next Friday, we've got Andy Hardy coming on, and he's going to be talking about all these encounters and theories and everything that he's got going on. And that is it. Then we're all going to be meeting up on the 29th up in Leeds.
Yes.
Then our last two guests on a Wednesday, we've got David Young on the 3rd of December and then Paul Roberts on the 10th of December. And then that's it for guests on a Wednesday. Then we're going to be starting the new year with Encyclopedia of the Unknown, which are going to be pre-recorded with myself and Nicole. Going about 35 to 45 minutes tops. Yeah. And then Fridays are just going to be this. And yeah, just right the way through. So thank you, Greg. Thank you, Sarah. Even though you're trying to hide in the background, but we keep seeing you popping up. Thank you for your questions. Thank you, everyone, for your questions, and the moderators and everyone else for popping in. Happy birthday to anyone who hasn't had a birthday this week. It looks like everyone's had a birthday except for me. That's it. Nicole, do you want to add anything before we go?
No. You are welcome. See you next Saturday.
See you next Saturday. Right, take care, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be back on Wednesday. So, I was going to say something, but it might not be very appropriate, so I'm going to leave it. I was going to do thought of the day. It's fine. Right, I'm going. See y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.